Ladies and gentlemen, what a roller coaster ride has it been this past few days for gaming as a whole, especially for Xbox. Going from a very good, according to Xbox fans, Xbox Showcase, to whatever this whole situation is. Okay, so let's get started. A few days after the showcase, Xbox CEO Asa Sharma went on X and posted a note about the next 100 days of Xbox. To sum it all up, to not bore you, it pretty much said in what horrible economic situation they're in, and have a few things to say about it. Firstly, she noted the RAM crisis that the whole industry is in right now, and that they have to pay a lot more to build consoles now, and they're not making a profit from them. And maybe I have forgotten, but whose company, including Nvidia and OpenAI, made the whole fucking problem from the start? Just saying. I'm just saying. Also, the note says that they need to be more competitive and make more games. And when you look at that, they finally realized that they have franchises like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Halo, Warcraft, COD, and have done nothing with them. Nothing. We don't know shit about Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5, only that they exist somewhere in the abyss that is Xbox. The last Halo died, and Warcraft and COD have been dying a slow and miserable death for years now. And pivoting from that, let's talk about one of the franchises that they will actually have a game coming out, Gears of War. If the reports are correct, that it took like a staggering $400 million fucking dollars to be made, then the game is pretty much fucked. The game needs to sell a huge amount of copies. Like, sell better than Spider-Man 2 kind of copies. The last time the franchise came close to those numbers was back in 2008 with Gears of War 2. And the thing is that the game will probably be very fucking good. And I hope it sells well, because it would be a shame for the franchise of Gears to go back being a nothing, go back being buried again, and being forgotten about. But the thing that confuses me about it is that if the reports are true, because we don't know, it could not be true, and all of this saying is bullshit. But we don't know. But if the $400 million budget is correct, then making the game exclusive and leaving out the biggest console market out is kind of idiotic for me, because if you leave PS5, PlayStation out of it, it's a huge amount of potential buyers for your game, and you need that. You need this game to sell, and sell really fucking well. But speaking of games that didn't sell well, let's talk about the soon-to-come studio closures or spin-offs of Compulsion, of South of Midnight, Double Fine of Psychonauts and Kill, if I remember correctly, and Ninja Theory of Senua. Which, yeah, the games that they released were not at all successful. But there has to be an asterisk put onto those studio closures, because they were never supposed to make Xbox the money it needs. Do you get what I'm saying? Those games should have less budget and be more like bridges, like smaller bridges between the big releases of Xbox, like the Dooms, the Gears, the Fallouts, the Elder Scrolls, those kind of games. South of Midnight and Senua and Psychonauts and all of that should not have been the games that you should try to make money out of them, because they would never have been. Like, even though I think they're not bad games, they're pretty good games, it would never actually sell pretty much because they're really specific. How can I say? So from the mismanagement and outer chaos that has been the leadership of Xbox and Microsoft as a whole, these studios will get shut down when they never were meant to be the moneymakers of Xbox. And that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But in this industry, when you fail, especially if you have a big budget and fail, it is very difficult to come back. So, in one way or another, those studios would have been closed down. But I don't think they would need to close down if the management knew what they were doing. Because, like I told you, you have so many great franchises and you have done jack shit with them, and you tried to make money out of Senua and South of Midnight, which they were never gonna sell much because they're very specific games for very specific people. But yeah, Xbox is in dire need of money. That's all I'm gonna say, and it needs a very hard, very hard reset, and the studio closures will be the start of it. So even though I really dislike when people lose their jobs, unfortunately in this industry, it has become normal. Especially when you don't make a profit. But yeah, there it is. This is what has been happening at Xbox these days. And it's been one hell of a roller coaster ride. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, be civil and have a nice day. Bye.